All right, morning everyone. So we're going to give the I20 a bit of a birthday. I've already put degreaser on the kind of the wheels, the wheel arches. Yeah, that's about it. That was just to sit around for a little bit. I'm gonna redo it again with some wheel cleaner and a brush, which I will get now. And we'll get a few other things ready while the degreaser's kind of just sitting there doing a little bit of work. I didn't realise, but the main effort today was to wash the car to put the mud flaps on, but the rear already has mud flaps. I just checked and they're exactly the same ones as the ones I've just bought. So yeah, no need to do the rears, but fronts definitely need it. So I didn't want to go putting the mud flaps on a dirty car. And just crunch in all the sand that is already there. So yeah, might as well give it a wash while we got it. I haven't done it for a long time. This car's out 24/7, so yeah, kind of needs it anyway. I'm pretty sure it needs a bit of a top up. Yeah, no, it's pretty good, but you can do with a top up of the sealant as well. So that's my wheel brush. And we'll get that hose on, that hose off, that hose on. So I'm not dealing with any leaks here anymore, which is really good. Just turn that off. Actually, turn that off. Connect the gun. That way you don't wet the neighbour's car. Turn that back on. Let some water run through it. We don't need that just yet anyway. I was just going to fill. So that's why I like this gun. I was explaining it in the video about making the RO system for my mate. It's a click on, click off, and you don't have to hold it, so that way I can just click it and let it fill up the bucket on its own. Just got to remember, that's all. This is probably not the stiffest. Should be alright. I don't want to go scratching anything. It's only for the rims, but okay, really clean. If you're not from Australia and you don't know Bowden's own stuff, it's okay. It's half decent. That's probably going to be enough. It's half decent stuff. But the funny thing is, he gives everything really funny names. So yeah, I mean, this one's called Wheelie Clean. And yeah, some other things as well. He's got a brush called a Big Stiffy. Yeah, anyway, I can't remember everything, but he's got some real out there names for him. So good that he's got a bit of a sense of humour. He's got a really cool car collection, like one-of-one racing cars, things like that. And I think that's how I'm sure selling detailing product helps him buy racing cars, but I think that's how the detailing products actually came along, was you know, something to look after his racing cars. So see, this stuff just burns. Whatever, this hasn't come off in the last few washes, and yeah, it just comes off with a bit of agitation now. Back to brand new. Yeah, this brush is stiff enough, it's just a bit big, but we'll make it work. I definitely just want to clean this bit as well, because that's a bit we're going to be working on with the mud flaps. I will have to get the hose pretty soon, because this is not a good idea to leave this stuff sitting for too long. It. Almost out of that wheelie clean, but I've got another bottle. What was I going to get? The hose. So I'll put my rinsing nozzle on because I don't need pressure. Turn this bad boy on. And I do have here, nope, not that one. I did have a rinsing nozzle. Oh, here it is, hiding. So it's a, that's all it is. And you don't get massive pressure, but you get a lot of water. I should put my things out. Yeah. Figured out which mud flap goes on which side. And we'll put these out just because it looks good. It actually does help though. Probably don't want to do it just yet. I think they go like that. I don't know. That's not really going to do. I think you got to like run it over. Anyway. Now we can put that there. It's not in the way. That looks a million times better already too. So the brake pads that was on this car, I can't remember what they were. They were blue. I remember that, and they were really crap. Just a lot of dusting. Yeah, this is almost finished. There you go. So yeah, I've changed them probably about a year ago now. I changed the pads, the rotors, brake fluid, everything. Gave it a big one. And but it's still got remnants on the tyre. The tyres are still brown from it, and all in that mud flaps here are all brown still, all from that dusting. So yeah, not the best. I don't know. I think I just got Bendix on there now, which are meant to be a low dusting pad. So hopefully that works. But yeah, I'd take pretty much on any car. I'd take dusting as the most important factor. I don't really care about braking performance. They're all going to stop the car unless you're racing the car. Then it's going to be an issue. But yeah, dust is the most important thing, and then sound, I suppose. They're all pretty good these days anyway with sound. Oh. There's still a lot of. I'm gonna have to. I did spray degreaser all there. You can see it coming off. Just the water's brown. What I'll do is I'll spray a bit more and then it can sit. Yeah, didn't even realise this already had mud flaps. I couldn't buy just fronts anyway. You've got to buy front and rear. So ended up with what I ended up now. Yeah, you guys won't see me, but I'll just keep chatting anyway. I'm not going to edit this video. It's just going to go. I was thinking about it. I'm just going to leave it one take, unedited. So yeah, fast forward as you see fit. It was mainly going to be a video on putting the mud flaps on, but now that job's just halved because I realised, yeah, like I've already got rear ones, and I don't, just by looking at it, I don't think it's going to be that hard actually. It's just take out some screws and replace them. I'll probably go silent a few times rather than just talk about nothing. So yeah, don't think I've forgotten about you. It's just I've run out of things to talk about. I'm sure something will pop up once we start cleaning the car properly, but yeah, right now can't think of anything. I'm still on the lookout for some actual proper wheel brushes. Not going to help this car much because it's got mud flaps on it, but not mud flaps, wheel covers. But I need something to get into I need a flat brush because the Z, there's not a lot of clearance between the caliper or the brake caliper and the barrel of the wheel. So you really need like a really flat brush, and I can't find one. Well, I can find one, but they're mega dollars. So I'm trying to find it on AliExpress for a bit more reasonable money. That comes off really good. That's good stuff, that. It stinks, but it's okay. We've also got a little, so both my cars, not the Z because that has built-in Android Auto, but the other two cars don't. This car and the white wagon that you can see there doesn't have. They've got screens. Actually, no, this car doesn't even have a screen, but my car's got a screen, but it doesn't have Android Auto for some reason. It's a 2016, so it must have been right on the boundary of not having it. I think the next model, which wasn't even really a Commodore, had it built in, but yeah, I don't have it. So I bought some 7-inch screens again from AliExpress. They just plug in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and do whatever they need to do, and make your car have Android Auto. Now I don't use it for music because the built-in music player on my car is good enough. I just use it for navigation, and that's it. So it works good for that. Mrs. didn't want one. I had a spare one because I used to have one in my Tirana, and then I sold the Tirana, so had a spare one. I put it in, she didn't want it, but I put it in her car anyway. And after a couple of weeks, she loved it, so it's ended up staying in there. Okay, so that's the wheels all done. Rubbish, so I won't keep that empty bottle because so I'm kind of replacing ONR with all my stuff, but it's not going to replace a wheel cleaner, so that's one chemical that I'm always going to have to buy. There's just no way ONR is that strong, so yeah, it doesn't matter. We probably don't need that or that, and this is done with. I'll try and clean up as I go because otherwise there's just stuff in your way everywhere. Yeah, so wheel cleaner is one thing that I'll just keep buying. It's not that expensive. So if you get that Bowden's one's not too bad. It's always on special too, which is good with that Bowden stuff. I mean, it's not cheap. It's definitely not the most budget or cost-effective one. But it is good stuff, so you wouldn't want to cost more than what it costs, but yeah, it's not bad. Alright, so we're good to go for the wash now. So pretty much snow foam. I've already got everything all set up here, so I don't have to mix anything. Probably won't use this nozzle again. The good thing about this nozzle is it puts out a bit of pressure, a lot of water, but it doesn't splash back at you with the when you're doing your wheels, so it works quite well. I do have a couple nozzles to try out. So got this one from Temu. So pressure washer, and then gives you two nozzles. So I want to try that. And then I've got another one as well, which you can connect to whatever nozzle you want to. These are a fixed nozzle. Yeah. It just makes it wider. I don't think it's that much beneficial. We'll keep it here anyway. So what I've got all my nozzles here. I've even got some pressure. This was another thing that kind of caught me by surprise. Because the pressure of this big boy is meant to be 1800 psi. And I'm showing 1,000. Just over 1,000, if you can see that. So 1,000, the black is PSI, and 1,000's just there at 9 o'clock. Just over. It matters what nozzle you do, because if that's like a 60-degree nozzle, I think. But I do have 0-degree nozzles here, but I don't know what the orifice size is. See, that's even less. So I don't get it. Whatever it is, it's enough. Even if this gauge is not right, if it's not 1,000 psi, whatever it is, it's plenty. But yeah, I don't really understand why it's only showing 1,000 psi. But yeah, anyway, all good. What do we got? Oh yeah, snow foam. And I suspect that's why I'm not getting the foam that I was getting on my old pressure washer. I was getting really thick. I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, I can't complain about that. That's pretty good. And it's sticky too, this foam. I've used some foam, and okay, it's thick, but in 2 minutes it's run off the car. Whereas this actually sticks to it quite well. And obviously this car's ceramic coated as well, so it's not going to stick as well as an unceramic coated car. But it does alright. You can see it's starting to peel already, but that's because of the ceramic coat. Anyway, that's enough. We'll let that sit for a bit. While that's sitting, I might just get my DI water all hooked up. It's kind of hooked up. I just need to run power to it, and I have a extension cord here ready to go for it. All you got to do is turn the big green tank to the on position. Connect up. You might hear it. Why didn't that go? Might be off at the wall. Yep. Cool. It'll build pressure and then turn off, as you heard it there. I've got enough water in there. That's where the leak's coming from. Okay, that's okay. And then we'll get the hose. So I've got a permanently mounted hose in the garage here. I just got to run it to the outlet of the DI tank. Turn the valve on. Yep. So if I turn the valve on, and then that pressurizes the hose, but it is off at the manifold. So I'm not using DI water at the moment, which I don't want just yet. Yes, it's off at the... I've got a 3-way manifold here. Let me take some photos because it's a bit easier to explain that way. And I'll talk about what you're looking at then. So you've got... So I'll do a photo of my little nozzle shelf here. And and I will pause it and do some talking with the microphone. And that is the manifold that I'm talking about, and I will explain tap 1 to tap 3 from left to right, what they're all about. I don't know why I got headphones in. Not listening to anything. I'm talking to you guys and I'm probably yelling because they're noise cancelling. Yeah, that's it. That can come off now, the snow foam. I'm going to do the inside as well, might as well while it's here. Okay, yeah, I won't talk while I'm rinsing. You're not going to be able to hear me, number one. And number two, I can fast forward. So we'll keep this red nozzle. And now we'll get the soap out. Again, hanging off the wall, ready to go. And should be enough in there. Just give it a mix. So I'll just do half the car. Grab your, this thing's awesome. I've used it every time I've washed the car. Works very well. Back in the day there was the broom. You know, the old broom for washing your caravan or your boat. I definitely wouldn't use one of them. Anything with bristles, you're asking for trouble. But this is literally a microfiber noodle, which is what you would use on your hand to wash the car anyway. So it's definitely not causing, as long as you do it properly, it's definitely not you'll see on the, not that I'm an expert, but my method that I use, I've never put swirls on cars, so I'm going to keep doing what I do. You can see I haven't rinsed it yet. If I didn't do the snow foam stage, I would have definitely rinsed it by now. But I've done snow foam, so there's pretty much nothing on the car anyway. But I haven't done the bottoms of the car. I haven't done the bottom of the car yet. So now I rinse it in the water bucket. It's pretty grey. Get rid of some of the water, and now hit the lower part of the car, and don't come on the high part. And I'll pretty much, because I know behind the front tyres is quite dirty. So now I'm rinsing again. Do the back bottom, and same deal, back of the bumper here. I haven't sprayed any soap, but that's done with, so we'll rinse. Might as well leave that in the water for now and do this side of the car. You got to be kind of quick because the soap doesn't really hang around too long. It's not the thickest. You might be able to see the colour of the water through the bucket there. It's quite dirty. So same deal. Get a bit of soap on it. Do the whole front. Now the front's probably just as dirty, because when you're following cars, they're flicking up all the crap off the road. So you definitely don't want to go straight onto the bonnet or something from the front. So we'll do a rinse. Get rid of some of the water. Tops of the doors. Yeah, this thing on a pole is really good because in winter it's quite cold today. Even though I'm in shorts and t-shirt, yeah, you don't get your hands all wet and cold. And I'll just do the whole back of the car now, finish at the bottom, come and rinse, and then I'll do the sides. And you don't have to bend down. Rinse it off. Yeah, the water's quite dirty. Probably go right along. Already done there. And then we'll do the back. It's probably not as dirty back here. And then finish off on the really bad bit. That's enough. Cool. I'll rinse that off. I'll just give it one more foam. Just a real quick one. Yep, that water's filthy. Just to avoid it drying on the car. Just a real quick one. So yeah, you see now I only do one bucket. People do 2, 3, 4 buckets. I don't know why. I'll just spray the foam on the car. Yeah, that's nice. So still got enough to do another 2 cars in that one. So we'll let that sit for a bit. That'll peel a bit more dirt if there's anything left on there. We'll get our hose and pretty much just rinse this off. Like that. Doesn't matter if you don't get all the soap out of it, as long as you get all the sand and stuff out of it, otherwise it's going to go in your next car. Okay, bring this around the back. And I've got my little clothesline here, I'll just bring that out. And now everything just hangs up here for a couple of days to dry off. Anything I use, any rags or anything. Don't use drying towels anymore, so yeah, don't need to hang them up. But so I'll do a little picture of the carabiner I was talking about here. It's actually working really good. It just keeps the hose in the air so it's not rubbing on the bonnet of my white car here, that's all. Oh, I'll take the hat off, it's starting to get a bit warm. Alright, rinse this off. So we'll give this one a good rinse. Okay, now we'll still keep this nozzle because we'll do the sealant now. This is really fast, it doesn't foam up, it's not meant to foam up. It just goes on, leave it for a few minutes and take it off. I might start from the back of the car, I'm not double backing. Okay, that's all it is. let it sit for a bit. I've got the hour meter on the pressure washer, and we're currently at 2.4 hours. So getting my money's worth out of it, that's for sure. Oops, that's probably not the best. I hate these hoses. So as much as this is much better than the original gurney hose, I just hate these hoses. This only needs like 2 minutes. Doesn't need a lot. But I have, because I used to use the Bowden's own version of this, and it was hose on, hose off instantly, don't let it dry, don't put it on glass, all this stuff. So the first time, or the first few times that I used this one, I did the same. I didn't even read the instructions, I don't think. Yeah, and then I did read the instructions, and it said, no, you can let it sit for 5 minutes. Put on glass, doesn't matter. I was like, oh, okay. And then I let it sit for the 5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever it says, and it actually worked a lot better. So yeah, I'll definitely let it sit for a bit. So I'm going to rinse it off with the pressure. Then we're going to switch to DI water, turn the pump down, and we'll rinse it with DI water. It just needs pressure. You need to get this off with pressure. I think it works better. And I think you do bottom to top with this one. You want to kind of spread it over more. Anyway, same deal. Start from the back. Okay, that's that. So now we won't use that nozzle. I actually have a different nozzle now, which is 65 degree, and we'll turn the pressure down. You don't really need to turn it down with that nozzle. Yeah, oh, that's good. Okay, so now it's tap off, main tap off, DI tap on, everything else, and pressure washer on, obviously, yeah. And now I'm back feeding the water, DI water, back to the manifold and then through this tap. So just let it run for a bit, because now it's just flushing out the old normal water. I normally start on the wheels. What happened there? Okay, it always has a bit of air in the system. I think once you get through that air, now you're on DI water. That is a little bit too much pressure though. Let's turn it down. Yeah, like that. But yeah, I normally start on the wheels. That way you're kind of running that old water out. That's plenty. And I'm pretty sure we're on to DI water now. You can test it if you want to, I'm not going to bother. But it just leaves a nice wide curtain, this nozzle. The only thing it doesn't do is, you can dry your car with water. I'd wish it do that, because then it would dry a lot quicker as well, with less water droplets, but it doesn't matter, but it just looks nicer. Another thing you can do is actually take that off and do that. Yeah, I might finish off with that because that actually dries it pretty good. But this is good just for forcing the water out. You probably use a bit more, but yeah, whatever. I did that test yesterday. If you haven't watched that video, that would have already been out. On using, so I actually tested my water. Tap water is 466 parts per million TDS. It's quite high. So yeah, I ran some water through my RO machine. Comes out to 13 parts per million, and still got water spot at 13 parts per million. So you definitely need DI to do spotless rinse. There's no two ways around it. Okay, back's done. Front grille. Should have really started on this side because it's in the sun, but don't see any spots. I'm using way too much water, and then I'm going to go around again without a nozzle. But hey, you got it. It's almost free to make, free to use, so might as well use it. I don't have another nozzle that's going to give me like a laminar kind of flow to wash the car. Oh, maybe this one. So this is the same nozzle I used on the wheels. Yeah, let's do that. That's heaps better. We'll start from here. Yep, see that almost dried the bonnet just doing that. You can leave it with the little water droplets, it's fine. It's just, I want to get most of it off. I might even go for a drive. There's probably no need actually. I want to do the inside. And also, I've got lots of things to do today actually. I want to take my sediment filter off my whole house water filter and rinse that out as well. Just while I'm here and got all the hoses out and everything, so. Yeah, I don't think there's much point me doing this. I think you're just wasting more water. But anyway, I'll quickly go around the whole car. I really should have just used this nozzle from the start. The water droplets are so big, they can't stick to the car, so they just fall off and the car's almost dry when you're done with it. Yeah, that other one's good for other certain things, I think, if you need pressure, but if you don't need pressure, this is perfect, which you don't need pressure. Okay, we're done. So turn DI water off, pressure washer off, well, everything's off, taps off, boom, boom. It's a bit of a sequence, but it seems to work. So that's it now. You just leave your car in the sun, whatever, doesn't matter. I will wash this because I didn't get a chance to wash that. So the last car I did was Dad's car, but we didn't use DI water. Didn't need to because we just wanted to give it a quick decon wash and clay bar and things like that, and wash it. And we quickly dried it because we're going to polish it anyway. So that kind of worked out that we didn't need to use DI water for that. So yeah, you could buy a hose reel. I don't like them because they put too much pressure on the hose, and then the hose just wants to kink up. Mine's like barely 3 coils, and it's hung up and out the way. I need to turn this back on, turn the hose back on, and we'll just rinse this out. So this thing actually worked pretty good. So this is another foam cannon, but you don't have to dilute your mixture. You can just put straight soap in there and it does all the mixing in the head. Actually worked pretty good. The only thing is it surges. So it's a little bit, leaves with like spots. But it's okay. So I've got a dedicated foam cannon for snow foam, soap, and then the sealant. This came in handy to do Dad's car because all of them were full, so I didn't have an empty snow cannon. So we just put like the degreaser and dishwashing liquid mixture into this, and yeah, it worked out fine. So that's all I'll pretty much use it for, is for doing things like that. I'll just take this out the back, turn the hoses off again. and then we'll get started on the inside, or maybe doing the mud flaps actually. Actually, no, I'll do the inside first because then that'll give it a chance all to dry, and I'm not working with wet water drops everywhere. So yeah, we'll do the inside. I think she actually said she vacuumed it the other day. Let's have a quick look. Oh, there's a coffee here. She must have just brought that out. Because it's still hot. No, she's just done it. Cool. Alright, we'll put the suction cup in. If I was really keen, I'd do my car, but we're getting more rain, so there's no point. I'll take a photo when I'm done so you can see what I'm doing, but it's pretty much, you can probably see me. It's pretty much this screen here, and all I'm going to do is replace this ball, or this arm, this one. I think I did explain it, but when this car went to the panel beaters, I took everything out of the car just to make sure that nothing got lost or misplaced. I'm going to get some cleaner just to clean all that up. And by doing that, it's got the sticky suction cup. I didn't want that to get full of dirt and stuff, so to protect it, I thought I'd better put some Glad wrap over it, just keep it nice. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. I'm actually going to use alcohol to clean that. The Glad wrap just sunk into the sticky stuff and I couldn't get it off. There's no way it's coming off. So it was, yeah, buy a whole new mount. Again, AliExpress. They fit pretty good. The only thing is, I'll take a picture, I'll show you. But you've got to glue the bracket to the tablet, because the tablet's obviously a lot thicker than what an iPad. They're made for an iPad or a phone or something, and this thing's a lot thicker than what they are. I might use it to do the windows. I'll leave it there. But yeah, you can see here. So all I did was I put some. Might as well clean the lens while we're here as well. All I did was put some like pretty heavy duty duct tape, so that way you're not gluing directly to the camera, to the screen bracket. You can see it there. Got some silver duct tape, and then glue the bracket to the duct tape. So if you ever wanted to take it off, you just got to peel the duct tape off, and she's good to go. Oh yeah, and here's a picture of what it ended up like with the Glad wrap on. And yeah, I've tried. That's not coming off. You're pretty much peeling off the sticky stuff. Oh, is this upside down? Yes. I'll put it that way. That way. Yeah, I think she cracked it the other day and got a bit angry at me because she took off from a set of lights and this thing ended up in her lap. And I got in trouble for that, even though I wasn't even in the car. Is there a... Oh, I can't see now. I'll take it off. Yes, here. That's the suction. So yeah, it doesn't really stick too well without pushing that little arm down. So you push it in and then push it. Oh, it's hard to explain, but there's a thing that stretches the suction cup down, and once that's on, she's on forever. Hide the wires back here. Go around the back. Yeah, she loves this thing now. She didn't like it at first because it does block your view a little bit, but it's really good. I wouldn't be without it, and yeah, she loves it. She doesn't use it for any music or anything. It's got a built-in speaker. The speaker's crap, even for taking calls. It's not the best. But if all you want, if you've got an old car and all you want is navigation, works really well for that. So I may even keep. I think this comes off. Yep. So I'm literally going to throw out the suction cup bit, and I keep like a storage box for every car, as it's written on there, and you know, like cigarette lighter, things you don't really need in the car but you want to not lose, I keep in that box in the shed. So that's what we're going to do. We'll keep this bit. We'll keep that bit, but we will throw that bit out because that's the bad one that you can't get the. It's crazy. It just eats the. Yeah, you can't get it out. It just eats the Glad wrap. Sucks it right in. All right, so yeah, keep that. Throw that. Put that back here. All right, so now mud flaps. Hopefully we can do it just with a screwdriver. I'll do the one on this side first, so we'll fumble through that one. You can see what I'm doing. That's going to prove difficult. I need like a right angle screwdriver, or I'm going to take the tyre off. Or a stubby screwdriver. I'll go and see if my stubby screwdriver fits. Just check the camera because it's running off a power bank at the moment. Just make sure it's charging. Yep, that's cool. Still got a full battery. That's a dangerous one because now I can make videos go for 2 hours instead of an hour. No, I won't do that. Actually, you guys might lose. I don't know how good the microphone. We can test it out. Actually, I'm walking to the shed. I don't know how good the reception is going to be. It might get a bit crackly. I've got the compressor pumped up as well, so I might even pump the tyres up. Oh, that barely fits. Yeah, this is almost bring it in the garage and jack it up, take the tyre off territory. But I'll try and avoid it if I can. So it's 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 things have to come off. It actually came with screws. I don't know why you can't just reuse these. That's all I'm going to do is reuse these. This is getting. I could just move the tyre, but I've almost got it. As the screw's coming out, obviously you've got less room. I think I'm going to have to, yeah, just to make this easier. Full lock left. Lucky I got 4 of them. There's red here. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, it wasn't even this one. Which one was it? Oh, where is it? Oh, it's still there. Okay, yeah. That didn't last very long. That's okay. I got 4 of them and they're pretty cheap. So I just looked at them and I thought I better take them out, but doesn't matter. it wouldn't be a project that I'm involved in that something doesn't break, or yeah, I'm pretty used to it. Oh, there it is over here. They really should make these out of metal. That'd be cool. And then this one I just threw, and it was in the front of the tyre of the wagon. Nice. Alright, that should give us enough room now to work. Oh yeah, plenty. Can actually use a screwdriver. Oh, these are quite long. Yeah, no, I don't want to change them, because the ones that it came with are a bit shorter. Now the other one back there is going to be a bit tricky to get to. Yeah, now the tyre's in the way for that one. This might fit though. Yeah. It's actually a socket, but it has a I'm going to have to go get my sockets. Yeah, that'll be easier. I'll go and get my sockets. Alright, that's a lot of tools for such a simple job, but anyway. Don't tell me it's a 10mm. Yep. I've never lost a 10mm like everyone says. 10mm 3/8. Okay, so that's it. New mud flap. I should really... Nah, whatever. I was going to treat it now, but there's no point. Is this the right one? No, that's not so. There we go. Nice. Does it fit? I don't think it actually fits. Oh yeah, it's very tight. Okay. Yeah, but you've got to stretch it almost. We'll just put one in halfway, and then we'll put that big one, big nut and bolt one, back in over here. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of room. Yeah, that'll fix it, definitely. So it kind of doesn't want to fit properly, but when you push it back in the right spot, that's when it all comes together. No, didn't quite take. Maybe we'll put... Yeah, it's a very tight fit. I don't know if it's meant to be that tight. It'd be a lot easier without the tyre here. Oh, she's hit it. Oh no. Ooh, lucky. She's normally pretty good. So we don't need that anymore. I've got the right sizes. We probably don't need that either. Oh man. This is really annoying. I'm so close to ripping this tyre off. If this doesn't go in on this one, I think I'm going to. No. Okay, take two. Which means I've got to go shed again. Takes no time at all. It's just not worth mucking around. If you put your tyre there, if the car falls, at least you can, not going to crush your leg, at least you can get something under it to jack it back up. Alright, what did I lose now? I've lost the big bolt. Okay, they're started. Yep, they're started. Oh man, almost lost my coffee. Where did that? I thought it stayed in there. Let's go and see what screws it came with. I think I lost it. That'd be good if it came with a replacement. No. No, it came with some little tiny screws. I don't know where'd you use that. Anyway, so we've got to find it. Maybe under the jack. Or... no, it's definitely not there. There it is. It was in the socket, of course. Yep, that's the way to do it. You've got to kind of stretch the plastic. It's not perfectly in line. I'm gonna have to block your view for a minute. I've got to try and get my head in there. Yeah, it's almost gonna need a bit of a relief. Oh no, here we go. Thought I was gonna need some, and another hole kind of drilled for it. But we got it. That's better. Yeah, you need to take the tyre off. You need to be where the tyre is. There we go. Yeah, it comes with a fitting kit. You don't need it. I don't know why you would need that. There we go. That is not going anywhere. Okay, tyre back on. So I'll take a picture so you can see what I've been doing. So you got the two Phillips head and then a 10mm socket. It has a Phillips pattern in it, but it doesn't work. It's I don't know why they would do that. These are those funny ones that the hubcap goes on, and then the wheel nuts go on. I've just got all this dirty again. Don't matter. Give it a wipe over. I've got to do the tyres anyway. Put some tyre shine on them. Alright. Okay, well, when the car's back on the ground, I'll get torque wrench. Do them both at the same time. Alright, next side. Ooh, that was close. Done. That was much quicker. That's the way to do it. Take tire off. Heaps easier. I'll just turn this pump off while I'm here. DI, no need for that to be on, and turn it off at the tank. Now that's pressurised. I fall for that trap all the time and end up with a face full of water. So to relieve it, we'll turn on the garden hose, turn on the DI hose. I'll just let the pressure run. Alright, new torque wrench. I haven't used it. Coffee. Oh, that's still really hot. Whew. Okay, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you anything really, because the screen, okay, she's on. I've written on my thing here, I20 is 90 Newton meters. I'm just going to press buttons. So there's a 95, so what does that do? No, it's not moving. Okay, that's moving, but we want to set it. It's got memory. I wish it didn't. S1 memory. Okay, let's just set it to 93 for S1 and see what happens. And that can be this car. Yep, memory. No.
Ah, okay. I didn't press anything. I think you just got to give it a time. And vibrate. That's cool. So you don't even need to look at it.
Awesome. Okay, that's it. Again, I'll take a photo so you can see the mud flaps up close. Actually, before I do that, let's dress them up a bit. What do we got? Vinyl, revival, protectant, interior and exterior. Here we go. Probably need a little rag. And we'll actually use the same stuff on the tyre as well. Oh, no, actually no, I won't. I've got a proper tyre dressing for that. There you go. That's better. Yeah, it didn't look like the best kind of. I think it's just because it was dry. So back ones are. I've got spares now, I suppose. That's good. Okay, I might as well use this rag to wipe up the dirt from my hands that's on the covers, and then I'll get some tyre shine and then I'll take the photo. That way it looks nice. And we'll check tyre pressures as well. Tyre pressure. So I just sold my just on Sunday, a couple of days ago, PCL Mark IV. That's the one I use. It's never let me down. I had a digital one and I sold it. Just batteries were flat. Every time I'd go and use it, it just eat batteries just sitting there. Might as well give the engine bay a bit of a check over as well. Make sure that battery's tight. I think just because of cold weather, I've noticed my Z as well. Cold weather, the tyre pressures drop. I've actually got to fix them up because they're pretty close. That you can see the tyre pressures on the dash with digital, real time with that car. So yeah, I probably should change the screen so you don't really look at it all the time. But I'm always going, oh, that's one PSI or 2. I got them pretty close, but yeah, you're always just looking at them. I don't see any water spots yet, especially black window. Not one drop. So really good. You can see here, see the brown in the tyre.
Pretty sure that's all from the brake dust, because it's not on all the tyres. And yeah, it could be the protectant. That one's alright. Okay.
Keep that here for now. And for the next few weeks until it gets on my nerves, then I'll shift it. This can hang back up. Okay, so that should be all the pressure out of that hose now. We'll hang him back up. I've got two different tyre shines I'm using at the moment. I've got a Chemical Guys one and the Bowden's Own Sweet Rubber. Both pretty good. They look nice. This one lasts a lot longer. This will last through car washes. Whereas the Chemical Guys one looks good for a few days. Then it's okay for a couple of weeks or a week or so. But by the time you go to wash the car again, it's gone. This will last and stay looking good for a long time. I think it's not a ceramic one. You can buy ceramic tyre shines. I don't think I've ever messed with any of them. You can come back and buff this off if you want to. I don't. I'll just leave it. Oh, my knees! I've got torn cartilage in both knees, so doing that's not the smartest thing. But it does cover up all that brown, so that's good. I was going to do the inside, but I'm not going to touch it. She did mention that she vacuumed it, but I thought I won't talk too loud because the door's open. But I thought I'm going to have to redo it. But she's done a pretty good job actually. Just the faith wasn't there. That looks nice, yeah. Yep. That looks really good. Okay, oh, there's a bit I missed here. Looks like the tyre's flat, but it's not. So I thought I'd better check them. A big bubble there, but it's not. I'll fast forward this, I'll get back to you when I'm done here.
you can't really see the mud flap. I need new lug nuts. But yeah, that's going to stop all the spray coming. That's what we're getting, was all spray all through there. So that'll stop all that. Don't need a picture of the other side, it's exactly the same. Alright, well, that's all we can do. I'm going to get to washing my... I might just take a few photos of it before and after, but you'll see the colour of that sediment filter. I've actually got to move that car to get into it. It's just too much of a hassle to not move it. So I'll put this back over here where it normally lives on this side. Yeah, and I'll just take a few photos of that filter. The other two you can't really wash. One's a carbon filter and one's a FT3, which gets rid of your chlorine and limescale and stuff like that. But being that I did that TDS test yesterday and I was getting 466 through those filters, I'm kind of thinking they need a clean, they might be full, and that's why the TDS is so high. So we'll give it a shot anyway. But yeah, I'll move this back over there, take that car out. It's a bit of a Rubik's Cube of a garage, but I need the space to get over there. I might even just leave this filming actually and just 10 speed it so you can see what's going on. So I've turned, rather than turn the water off at the water meter just there, you can turn it off here. So this is it. This is from the water meter. So now I'm bypassing, and this is off, and this is off. So this is isolated now. All these filters this way. Oh wow, that's very tight. That probably shouldn't be that tight. You shouldn't need that to put it back on. So I hate doing this because you risk a leak all the time. It's a really good feeling when you put it all back together and there's no leaks. You just gotta be careful you don't want it to drop because you'll split this. Oh yeah, she needs a clean. So that's ultra bad. I'll just let that drip for a bit. I'm gonna get a towel and a mop. So that colour should be white, not red like that. Oops. I'm pretty sure I'll probably end up using just hose, not high pressure hose. I think high pressure hose will actually rip that. The only reason I'm cleaning this, I don't really care if this gets water in here, it's only a garage, but the only reason I clean it is so when it's dry, when we come back to install it all, clean dry the housing, dry everything, because you want to make sure that any water that you see after you put it all back together is a leak. That way you're sure. So if it stays dry after you put it all back together, you know you've got no leaks pretty much. But yeah, if you don't clean up, then is there a rubber? Yes, there's a rubber seal there, and then another one on the outside. Cool. Yep. Yeah, you just want to make sure that when you put it all back together, it's all completely dry. so that any water you're seeing is from a leak, and you can kind of see where it's coming from and fix it. Not go, oh well, I'm not sure, I'll come back tomorrow and find out, and then you come out here and it's flooded. So that's the only reason. Cool, like that. All right, so let's go and wash this, and you'll see the colour of the water coming out of it. It's pretty bad. All right, yeah, you'll see if you see the colour of this water. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone keeps saying we've got really good water here, but I don't know. Alright, that's it. That's simple enough. Actually didn't take too long. Last time I did it, it took a lot longer. It was probably, last time I did it, it was probably close to a year. This has only been about 3 months of use, and then me cleaning it out now. So yeah, it's better to do it more often. The only thing is you open yourself up to cracking a housing or stuffing a O-ring. That's the only thing I don't like about doing this. But I do use inox synthetic grease on just on this O-ring here, a little bit on the threads, a little bit on the O-ring, and then also on this O-ring here. There's probably a fair bit on there already, but just, you don't need a lot. Like that, and then a little bit on the sealing surface here, and that's enough. Alright, so last time I did this I actually cracked, I tightened it up too much and cracked this where the O-ring sits. The plastic just snapped, so we won't do that again. So it's pretty much spin it on, and that's it. And then same with this one. Okay, so just get it like that. It's not fully tight yet. I can get the compressor. Yeah. There we go. Alright. And then same with this one, you don't want it, that was pretty tight though. That's enough. That's enough. Yeah, see, I can't spin that anymore. Yeah, I don't want to go playing with them because they don't leak, so. Again, give everything a nice dry. There we go. And now we'll just slowly, I don't want to use this on the floor. There you go. Now slowly crack these back open. So we want to block that and open this. Oh, these are really tight, these. So I've just cracked it, I haven't got it fully open yet. Okay, now she's open. You would have seen some water by now. Nice. I think we got it. Yep. Very good. So it's pretty much come out in 20 minutes, half an hour, and make sure this blue casing has got no drips on it. Wipe your hand under here so you can see right now I'm all the way behind, no wet. You can't see any bubbles. This is normally where you see it, between the black and the blue. So I think we got it to the right tightness. So that's good. I'm actually looking at changing these out because this brand here, Essential, I think the filters are called Essential, the brand of them. And there's only one shop I can find, like pretty much worldwide, to buy them from, and they're very expensive compared to other brands. If you saw the thread on that filter, it was a male thread. Every other filter is a female thread. So that's, my missus using a tap at the moment, so it looks like we're all good. So yeah, I want to change it because right now it's about $500 to change all filters. If I change this housing for about, I think it's about $600. Same fittings on either side, so I think I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I'd be able to do it. You change all this. I could probably sell this, I don't know. Somebody might really want this brand. Yeah, and then my filter changes go from $500 to about $150, $180, which means I'd probably do them more often and I wouldn't bother about washing them out. That filter there is about $90, what I pay for now, 90 to about 110, can't remember exactly. With this other brand of filter, it's about $30, and I can get them online and delivered to my house. I don't have to go to the shop. That's about half an hour away from here. So yeah, all good. There's no water. If there's no water now, there won't be water. But like I said, I'll come out in half an hour and double check everything. And that's what I mean. If everything's dry right now, you should be able to come out in half an hour and not see any water on the floor and be confused whether it was you not cleaning it or it hasn't got a drip. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's why I found. So we'll turn that off. Turn that off. Just release the pressure. Yep, off. And that's it. Okay, now we're finished. Alright, so car's away, everything's all good. I'm going to top this up, so I've got, halfway. But I've done 2 cars with that, so that's not too bad. So yeah, we'll get this cranking. So this valve's on, which feeds this one. This is off, so this just feeds a drink bottle, whatever you want. It's just another feed. I've got it plugged in here. I think you can see, maybe. I've got it plugged in here, the hose. So I'll just go and turn that on. It's been about 20 minutes since I've done that water filter and no leaks, so I think we're pretty safe there. So I've got water coming out, you can see here, that's the wastewater. So if you taste that, it's ultra salty. It's just got it's like double the bad stuff kind of thing. If my tap water's 400, it's like 800 coming out of there, or 750, something like that. And then 13 going into here, you can just hear that now. So half a tank probably until 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. A few hours, it won't take long. I've got my water alarm. So I've drilled a hole. If this fills up, it won't overflow. It'll just overflow through this pipe into this sink. And I've got a water level alarm here. So as soon as that water touches that alarm, this alarm goes off. As soon as water touches the sensor, the alarm goes off. So yeah, that's I'll hear it from the inside, no problem. So, but anyway, I'll come and check it every few hours. Once it's like, I don't fill it to the brim. If it's up around here, it's good enough. That's easily 2 cars. From the strap down is easily 2 cars. So yeah, I'm not worried. As long as I got enough to do 1 car just like that, it's all good. So easy as. I'll disconnect this extra battery now. We'll go and have a look at the I20. She's come up pretty nice. The mud flaps all look good. No water spot. You can see there. There's an animal's just done something on it there.
but you can see this side's all been in the sun, and yeah, no water spot. You've seen me. I haven't dried it. I haven't touched it. So yeah, really nice. It does feel like it's a little bit grabby, so it does need a spray-on ceramics sealant kind of Bowden's own. I can't remember what he calls it. Bead machine, I think it's called. Yeah, so it does need a top up. I'm not going to do it today because it's in the sun. That stuff is pretty sensitive to hot panels, and it'll just bake on and cook and leave a haze. So that's for the next time I wash it. I'll have to do it early in the morning. This area here stays pretty. If you get to the car at about 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, you're still in the shade by the time you finish. So that's when that'll have to happen. I'll have to just give it a quick one. Probably take it for a drive so that way it dries off, and then bring it back here, park it in the shade, and quickly do it while the panel's cold. And that's the only real way to put that bead machine on. There's no way of me doing that right now. So anyway, I think this video is well over 2 hours long. I've just seen there, so yeah, we'll leave it at that. I actually filmed it in 60 frames per second, so might look a bit better. It's definitely going to take up more memory on the old YouTube upload, but whatever. What I've been doing lately, I got that message saying that the latest Windows update is starting to kill SSD hard drives, and that's what I've got in my computer. So I've uploaded everything to Facebook just to get it off my hard drive, and then I schedule it. So at the moment I'm good until the end of next month. I think I've got a few videos. So that you're watching this today for you, this is actually 3 or 4 weeks down before, you know. So I'm a fair way ahead. I've staggered them, but saying that, I am catching up because it's been very quiet with all this rain that we've had. There's just been nothing to do, and I've kind of run out of things. So yeah, the next big kind of project I can foresee is making the reverse osmosis kit on the trolley for my mate. That'll be the next big thing that comes along. Mine's working really well. I've been telling him, that's why he's kind of done it. I've been telling him how good it is. And so yeah, he's keen as. So yeah, it'll be good to make that. Be good to do a second one, and we'll go from there. So that's the hose there, if you couldn't see it. So that hose comes from the front through there, up and around, and feeds the RO just there. So yeah, that's all the setup is. Nice and clean that way. You're not walking over hoses while this thing is making water. So yeah, works good. This car's clean. That car is filthy. Like I said, I'm not going to do it. I only really drive it on weekends, and it's like it rains every weekend. So I'm not going to do it. It's just going to get wet again. And then I've found myself, I'm cleaning it like last time I cleaned it, I thought, oh well, it's clean now. Let's go for a drive. And I went to Yanchip, and there's a limestone quarry. So the front road of this limestone quarry, the car just got covered in white. So I pretty much just come home, rinsed it off, but it's still got it in the wheel wells and stuff. So that clean lasted all of 20 minutes. So yeah, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it dirty. And I prefer washing dirty cars. There's no point washing clean cars. So, and the novelty's kind of worn off with the RO. I mean, it's still cool that you don't have to dry your car, but I'm not just washing a car just to test it out and test the water flow and test this and test that. I've kind of got it down pat now. So yeah, there's no need to just do it for the sake of doing it. I'm just going to leave them get dirty now. And then yeah, because otherwise if I'm washing a car a week, which means every car gets washed every 3 weeks, it's not necessary for these two, because they sometimes stay in here for 3 weeks. Sometimes I don't even drive them. If the weather's nice and I use my electric scooter to go to work, I don't even use these cars. So, and if we go anywhere on the weekend, we're taking that car most of the time. So yeah, so there's no need. You're just doing it, you're just wasting it, and you don't really realise, but I mean, nothing's cheap, like I was talking about, and that's why I'm trying to consolidate all my detailing stuff. Like even the shampoos, like $30 for 2 litres, $40, oh no, sorry, $60. $60 for 2 litres. So you divide that into how much you use, and you know, it's like $5 every time you, $5, you know, $3. Okay, it might only be $3, but it's $3 on snow foam, it's $3 on soap, that ceramic sealant is like $200 and something for 5 litres, so it might be a $5 go every time you use that. You don't have to use that every time though. But you know, there's $10 just washing your car just there, and that doesn't include the wear and tear on your pump. The DI, making the DI is not free. It's cheap, but it's not free. I mean, your resin cost is to fill that tank up's about $150, so you got to divide how many times you do all that kind of stuff. But I mean, the filters on your RO, you've got to kind of consider that into every wash as well. It might be $60 to change your filters and your RO membrane every 2 years. So you know, you gotta, you know, yeah, it's. You go to a car wash and pay $10, and people go, well, that's really expensive, but to wash your car here probably costs more than $10. So yeah, so it's not something I want to do just for the hell of doing. There's no need to do it if it doesn't need it at this point in time. It was good doing it more often before, because I was kind of getting a feel for the water and everything, but yeah, it's just not necessary now. So, and you can kind of see here, I'm up to 19, 5, 10, 15, yeah, 19 car washes on this setup. So I'm trying to keep a track. The date that you're seeing there is when I installed all this, and the number of car washes I've done on that tank of resin. So that's kind of what I want to keep an eye on, is how many car washes I get out of that resin. I did mention it, if I hit 100 car washes, or even 150 car washes, and it's still 0 TDS, that's $1 a wash once you hit 150 car washes, because it's $150 to fill up the resin, get new resin. So if I hit 150 washes and I'm still 0 TDS, I'm not going to count anymore. It's going to be less than $1 every time you use it to wash a car. So that's fine by me. Before I used to have another DI tank. It was actually bigger than that, so it held 15 kilos, something like that. 15 kilos of resin. I think this one holds 10 or 12. I didn't have the RO system though. That wasn't around 10 years ago when I first got into DI. It lasted probably 20 washes. Yeah, maybe 20 washes, and I was starting to get water spot after 20 washes. So yeah, that's totally not worth it to only get 20 washes out of it, and that's because our water is high ppm, high TDS. I did see someone on the Bowden's own Facebook page. They did the big boy setup, so it's got 3 big tanks, so probably a little bit more resin than that one tank divided over 3 tanks. His ppm out of the tap was 113, so you know, you're going to get pretty decent mileage out of your resin at that low TDS. I'm only pumping 13 into it now, so it's going to be even better than that. It's going to be like 10 times better than that. So yeah, should be value for money, I'd say. I mean, the RO setup costs a little bit extra to set up, but you'll save that money in your first fill up of resin. So that's the way I'm looking at it. But anyway, all right, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, casualty was one of them. So I still got 3 left. I only need 2 anyway, but they came in a pack of 4, so that's cool. But yeah, a bit of a shame that only lasted 2 goes, or 1.5 really. But anyway, all good. Anyway, we'll call it there. That's going to be a monster video. I think that'll be my longest one ever. So yeah, we'll call it there. I'll cut a bit of stuff out. I'll fast forward a few things, but it's still going to be well over an hour. But anyway, all good. If you stuck with us through the whole thing, thanks a lot, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you later.